First on the Kelly File tonight, exclusive video raising tough questions about how the administration is handling the partial government shutdown. Thousands freely showing up at an immigration reform rally on the National Mall in D.C. today, despite the fact that this piece of property is technically closed. Lawmakers speaking there actually thanked the administration for making it all possible. This just 1 week after World War II vets found themselves shut out of a D.C. memorial built in their honor. Today, a filmmaker went to the mall to find Democrat House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi joining the demonstration, and some veterans at the memorial were very upset. Here's your first look at some of what he recorded.
Nancy, did you visit the vet memorial today?
Not yet.
Are you going?
I go all the time.
But are you going today? Nancy, go today. Make sure they can get in, okay?
I don't go to grandstand.
You don't? So what's today? Is today a grandstand, Nancy?
I'm appalled at what I see going on here at the World War II Memorial. We have people other than the World War II veterans are basically shut out from coming in and seeing this memorial, which pays homage to the veterans that died serving our country. And Nancy Pelosi and her bunch right across the yard have hundreds of thousands of illegal aliens over there that they're glad handing. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am upset at a 10. In fact, 10 doesn't even reach where I'm at.
Dennis Michael Lynch is a documentary filmmaker who captured that video. He's also the creator of TheyComeToAmerica.com. Dennis, thanks for being here. And so we hear that man's outrage, and you could see why he was so upset. I mean, a week ago, we have the World War II vets facing the barricades to get to their memorial, and today it's welcome. And thank you, President Obama, for making it possible. I mean, that guy really touches on the anger it sounds like you encountered today.
Yes, Megan, and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I will tell you that what I saw today was not only sad, but it was despicable. And you're saying you're rolling back to last week. I have been here all week, and I'm telling you it's only gotten worse. Today, I watched thousands of illegal immigrants just walk right through the mall. Nobody stopping them, no gate. Actually, I'm wrong. There was one gate with a sign that said, "Don't come in." But when you went to the memorial, the gates are still up. American citizens are standing outside those gates, filming from outside. They're still not getting in. The only way you could get in is an entrance this big that a wheelchair could go through. It is disgusting, Megan.
But that's
it's
interesting.
Disgusting.
Okay, so the gates are still up outside of the World War II Memorial because it wasn't just Democrats. We should point out there were bipartisan lawmakers there in support of immigration reform rallying today. But listen to what Nancy Pelosi said, because she anticipated that people would see a difference in treatment between those protesting in favor of immigration reform and those there to see the World War II memorial. Listen to the former House Speaker.
I want to join my colleague who thank the President for enabling us to gather here, and also thank the President that the veterans were able to gather at the World War II Memorial.
What is she talking about?
She's just delivering a bunch of baloney, just like the president is. There is no leadership in this country, and the American citizens have had it. Megan, I hear this every day on my Facebook page. Thousands upon thousands of people, truckers, bikers, everyday citizens saying, what is happening to this country? Today's a perfect example. You're behooved to be illegal versus legal. I mean, look at this. I can't tell you how many park police there today. This cost an abundance of money to allow these people in. And yet, look at the story you just did before I came on. This is a problem that needs to be solved. And I watched your show last night. You said to Senator Cruz that he is the most hated man in America. Let me tell you something. That man has to stand his guard. You introduced me as a filmmaker, but I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. Two things I know, Megan. I know immigration and I know business when it comes to Obamacare. The perfect storm is brewing. If you have an amnesty and you have Obamacare and that collides together, you are talking about a catastrophe for the American worker. So Cruz has to stand his ground. And as painful as it is right now for Americans, we cannot give in because it only gets worse with Obamacare. What I saw happen today with these illegals being able to come in, and by the way, let me say, don't throw the stone at the illegal. Throw it at Nancy Pelosi and Obama for letting these people just come in. But what I saw today was my country stand on a cliff looking over.
They're allowed, I mean, they're allowed to go on the National Mall or go on any other public property and make a protest and ask for a result that they seek. But the question is whether there's a double standard here. And the question that was raised today is whether this administration is giving out special favors for those who are its allies, and whether it's trying to make a special point against others to try to underscore the damage of a government shutdown. In other words, show how bad it is to the World War II vets. That'll get people outraged at the congressional Republicans, but open the gates of the National Mall, open the floor to the National Mall for the administration allies to make a bigger point on immigration reform.
Megan, I've been here all week, as I told you. Today, for the first time, there were 2 signs that said closed to the memorial, okay? And meanwhile, we're inviting all the illegal immigrants. Just come on in with wide open arms. This is why you're going to be talking about truckers shutting down the Beltway. Americans have had it. They have had it with the lack of leadership that's taking shape in this country. And I'm telling you right now, Megan, telling you right now, you're going to see bikers and truckers and everyday Americans. They're creeping and creeping towards just coming into D.C. in droves. Yeah. I know it. I know it sounds crazy, but if you thought there were a lot of illegal aliens today, you wait. The Americans are coming.
Dennis, thank you for being here.
Megan, thank you. And again, congratulations.
Thanks much. For those who didn't see the broadcast last night, Ted Cruz was on. He's our lead guest, and that most hated man in America reference was made in response to all the heat he's been taking from Democrats and even some in his own party in response to the stance he's taken. He's standing on principle. Others say it's not helpful, and we'll see how that shakes out. In any event, just ahead, the new twist on our top story, growing outrage now after the Pentagon says there's no money to bury our fallen soldiers. Their families, if they want to come to Dover Air Force Base to greet the bodies, they're going to have to get them there themselves or with a charitable donation. But even if Congress manages to find the money, does that end this problem? And how bad of a PR nightmare is this getting now for those responsible? We're going to have a powerful panel on the ultimate insult in moments. And police complaining across the country about a new policy forcing them to give up their guns just when the going gets a little dicey. That story's next.